This is what the start of greatness looks like. Or maybe it's just Tuesday. Some people wake up inspired, I wake up confused. I tell myself I'll only scroll for 5 minutes. An hour later, I'm questioning my existence. Out there, everyone is on their grind. In here, I'm staring at the ceiling. I think many people feel their boring life is the end for them, and I am definitely sending this video to myself inclusively because I sure do fall into that category of boring life people. Yeah, I do. Most people who live this kind of life, they tend to have lost confidence in themselves because they feel like the world is moving very fast without them and they are left out. Well, that's not true because you have actually not found ways to, romanticize your life and how to make that life more interesting. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things you need to know or some of the things you need to do to come out of that boring lifestyle. The first is definitely going to be to learn something new. Yes, you need to learn something new to get yourself out of that lifestyle. I'm going to use myself as a clear example for this part. While I was in uni, I used to live a complete boring life. I used to, scroll social media pages morning to night, not having to do anything with myself. I became tired of that lifestyle, and I think one day I came across some creators who were making cinematic video content. I fell in love with those kind of content, those style of contents, and I started making them with my phone, and I got a tripod stand and I got a LED light to help with my cinematic lighting as well. I began to do that for about 30 days consistently, and I began to love it. I saw myself coming out of that boring lifestyle because I already learned something new, which was taking like half of my day, if not all my day, making videos. So you can actually learn other things to, make that boring life more interesting. You can learn a new food to cook, like cooking, catering, baking, barbing, whichever thing you want to learn, you just need to learn something new to get yourself out of that boring lifestyle. So exploring a new subject or a new skill can take you out of that boring life. Secondly, you need to get a hobby. A hobby is more than just a time filler. It's actually a gateway to discovering who you are beyond your daily routines. Hobbies actually increases your creativity and gives you something to look forward to. Find something that makes you lose track of time. Could be writing, listening to music, making videos, basically something that lets your brain play. Dedicate 30 minutes a few times a week, take an online class, or just start messing around with a notebook or a camera. It's okay to suck at first, but as time passes by, you will definitely get used to the system. Next is to set goals. This is pretty simple to understand because without destination, it's easy to feel lost. What this actually means is that whether big or small, you have to set intentional goals for your personal growth, dreams, and habits. Why this really matters is that goals gives you a direction and a purpose. They make each day feel like a step towards something. Open your journal and write down 3 goals you want to achieve this month and make sure you keep track of them and make it realistic. Next thing, you want to try and meet new people. You see, new connection equals new ideas, new energy, and sometimes life-changing opportunities. Get out of your usual circle, attend meetups, or find communities both online and offline, but they should match your goals. Otherwise, you will get tired of it and forget about the goals. So, you see, we humans are social creatures. Conversations with others can give you fresh perspective and maybe even lead to deep friendships and collaborations. There are other ways you can actually get out of this boring lifestyle, but these ones I've mentioned are the ones I've tried and I have proven it for myself because they worked for me. And you can actually follow these ones and get out of that boring lifestyle. And yes, feel free to try your own style too. I mean, the first one we talked about in this video already explains that. So you can go back and watch the video again. Yeah, so if you got to the end of this video, I am so thankful and I am super proud of you that you want to get out of this boring lifestyle. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and also share to someone you know will be in need of this video. And as always, see you on the next one. Peace.